What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nugs B, episode 22 for the record. Together, FTR. I'm here with the magical Josh Wheeler. You know we keeping it right. We keeping it funky for tonight. And I'm going to start this episode off with some music history. On this day in 2016, after a 32-year battle with Parkinson's disease, Muhammad Ali, the heavyweight boxing champion and civil rights activist, who was the subject of the 1975 hit Black Superman, dies of respiratory complications at age 74. Now, I know that's not music-related, but he definitely did have a big influence in music along with his activism and, things like that.
Inspirational.
100%. And even though it's not music or movie history-related, I still wanted to throw it in there just to pay some homage to Muhammad Ali. So, I guess you could call it entertainment history at this point. So, next thing is, on this day in 2007, during a gig in New York, a fan throws something at Akon during his set. The singer brings the offender on stage, picks him up, and hurls him into the crowd. Just to show him that you really ain't nothing, my friend. You are nothing around here. I'm going to go ahead and just bring you on stage and toss you off the stage.
It's lucky security didn't get him.
Believe that, yeah. I love Akon, man. I always have, man. He was dope when he first came out. I loved all of his stuff. And the last thing I got today is on this day in 2001, Shaggy's Angel starts a 4-week run at number 1 on the UK singles chart. His album Hot Shot also goes to number 1 on the UK albums chart. So shout out to Shaggy, man, because he was super dope. I really liked his. Yeah, bro, he was super dope. He had some hitters, bro, for real. Next thing is I was actually talking to somebody about it at work. I was talking to Tyler. And somebody else, I don't know who else was talking to us, about it. And we were talking about how I couldn't remember why, but I've always been told that if you're burning up hot, you're supposed to drink something hot. You ever heard that?
I don't know. Well, like overload the senses or something, maybe?
I got the answer now, but I couldn't remember why you're supposed to.
I don't know.
Excuse me. And we were sitting there thinking...
Something like your grandma tells you.
Like, just old wives' tale, just like something random you don't even know.
It doesn't
yeah,
work.
exactly, put tobacco on a bee sting,
right.
Stuff like that. So, like, we were talking about it, and I just couldn't remember for the life of me. I was like, where, why would that work? So anyways, you're supposed to drink something hot to cool down. Conventional wisdom may tell you that if you are hot, drinking something cold will cool your body down. However, research has shown that on a hot day, drinking a hot beverage may help your body stay cool. The reason being that when you drink a hot drink, your body produces sweat to cool down your body temperature. Initially, you may be adding heat by drinking the hot liquid, but the amount of sweat that your body produces to cool down more than makes up for the added heat from the liquid. The increased perspiration is key. When the sweat evaporates from your skin, it is able to cool down your body temperature. So that is super interesting.
Fun fact.
Super interesting. I thought that was so cool, man. Like, and I don't really drink hot beverages anyway. I don't really like tea.
I like coffee in the morning. That's the only thing I drink hot.
I don't drink, I feel like I don't drink caffeine anymore, so I shouldn't drink key because decaf is for losers,
Yeah,
I feel like if you come get decaf, you're kind of whack.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be that guy. I just won't drink coffee. You know what I mean?
Like, order decaf anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I just kind of quit drinking coffee, and I don't really drink hot tea. I don't really do anything hot, but I might start just because, for this fact, if I'm burning up, why not try it? Even if it doesn't work, it's not a huge deal.
Crazy thing, man. I worked at Fuji for a while, and they're all Chinese that I worked with there, and they all drink hot water all the time, like just a random thing. They say it keeps them healthy all the time too. Weird thing, but they always did it.
It's like that thing that I don't know if it's completely true, but it's kind of like how in Mexico, their traditions of eating are like crazy spicy. You ever had a tamale, like a true tamale from
sure.
like a
I
true
love
Mexican
really spicy
person,
things.
bro. It's pretty.
Really
They're usually typically pretty hot. I know a guy.
Even the white stuff.
Yeah, bro. I know a guy, super cool guy. He's actually from Mexico, and I used to live with him whenever I was living in my first baby mama's mom's house or whatever. And he made tamales and stuff, and they were crazy hot. But what I was getting at is, it's crazy how they have those types of traditions when they eat, and they're so hot, but yet you never really hear about Mexico being, stomach cancer, and, you don't hear, crazy cancer things coming from that. But you would think those hot, spicy things would create it, but in all actuality, maybe they prevent it.
Yeah, it keeps your metabolism.
You know, like
too.
I mean, you know, it could be something along those lines.
I think that's why I stay healthy a lot. Like, my metabolism's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it really does burn off a lot of things that has a chance to ever bother you.
Yeah, scoot that up, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we can hear you a little bit better around here. You already know. But, yeah, I've always heard.
Not used to not being heard.
Nah, but, you know, I've always heard, like, you know, that's in every tradition or every Mexican food that I've ever eaten, you know, with anybody or any Mexican that I know has always cooked really hot stuff, it seems like. And like I said, you never I could be wrong, man. Maybe the stats are wrong that I've read, but it seems like what I've read and what I've gathered, you don't really see that many cases of, like, horrible, like, ulcers and, like, you know, stomach cancer and, like, you know, whatever it may be that would cause things like that. So, you know, it's just ironic, man. It's really weird. I got 2 facts of the day. Along with that random health fact I had for you guys. The first one is a cow-bison hybrid is called a beefalo. And this is real. You can look this up. Like, I didn't even know about this.
Are we eating this?
Dude, I swear. Like, I want to.
Tell me the truth.
It says you can even buy its meat in at least 21 states. We need to figure out if Kentucky is one of those states.
Probably.
Because I'm seriously...
If you can eat some type of meat, Kentucky's going to
go
out.
I want some beefalo, bro.
They're going to let you have it.
I want to try it, dude. Like, I didn't even know this thing was real. Like, this is crazy.
Is it bigger?
I don't know. I wonder if it is, like, I wonder if it comes, like, you know... I mean, it's just a hybrid, so, like, it's just a cow. Essentially, it's just another animal they made, I guess.
We know, like the liger, like the...
Yeah. So, I don't know if it's man-made.
But...
And I don't know how you would even cut the patties, or, like, how would you cut it? You know, like you said, if it's
a
bigger...
beefalo steak.
Yeah, like, how would you even go about that? How's it
going to work out?
Like,
Filet.
It's crazy, man. Excuse me. The next thing I got is Johnny Appleseed's fruits weren't for eating. Yes, there was a real John Chapman who planted thousands of apple trees on U.S. soil, but the apples on those trees were much more bitter than the ones you'd find in the supermarket today. Johnny Appleseed didn't expect his fruits to be eaten whole, but rather made into hard apple cider. Never knew
I like
that.
His style better.
Never, yeah, bro.
It's a way better plan for him.
Never knew that, bro. I had no idea that was a real thing. So, you know,
I knew he was real, but no, I didn't know.
Yeah, I knew he was real, and I knew about his story. You know, I mean, when you're a kid,
First
you know,
grade.
you already know, bro. You read the book, or they read it to you. You know,
and wear that pan on your head, for sure. You already know.
But yeah, man, I never knew that he was out here trying to, you know, get some hard apple cider, because hard apple cider is great. It's like a cure-all for so many different things. You know, and like, you know, you can use apple cider vinegars. You know, let me take that back. I don't know about hard apple cider. I'm sure that the vinegar mixed with it came from it, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but I'm sure they have some type of, you know.
So he wasn't making liquor; he was making vinegar.
Well, he was making hard apple cider, so I guess,
apple cider,
I guess that's like booze.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
Yeah, but I was meaning like. I don't know if that comes from the apple cider vinegar, which I know is a cure-all. That's what I was talking about, because, like, you know, that stuff's great for your hair, great for your skin, you know, your body, you know, health loss. Yeah, that was my bad. Hard apple cider, you're right. That's like booze, bro. He's trying to, you know, he was trying to get turned. So.
Yeah, okay.
Long time
I like
ago.
his plan.
Yeah, exactly. So we rated a couple movies. We did the top films from my boy's birth year, 1983. So why don't you go ahead and tell them what you thought. We ended up agreeing on 2 of them, actually, because they're the best movies that year.
Yeah, there was a bunch, though, actually. There were way more movies than I thought came out when I was a day old, I guess. My top 3 from 83 were Scarface, Return of the Jedi, and Risky Business. Big Tom Cruise fan.
All 3 phenomenal. Love Tom Cruise, bro. Great. Even though he's a super, like, crazy witch man.
He sucks in real life, but great actor.
That's the thing. Like, his movies are undeniably phenomenal. Like, you got to think of all the great movies he's done. Interview with the Vampire. Mission Impossible.
One of my favorite movies.
The New Mummy, which was great. He killed it. Top Gun.
Maverick.
Bro, I mean, let's see. Jerry Maguire. Love Jerry Maguire. Cocktail was great. Let's see here. What else was he in that was phenomenal? The Last Samurai.
That's a great movie.
Phenomenal
movie.
Yeah, God, it was so good.
Great movie.
That's one of the best movies he did.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
I already said Interview with the Vampire. Dude, he's been in great stuff, man. Tom Cruise is great, but he's just a strange individual, man.
He's a weirdo.
He freaks me out.
I'd like to talk to him in real life.
I'd want to hang out with him. Mm-hmm. I'd want to give him a shot. And
I'd have
to. You know, what's up, dude? What's really going on in your crazy head? because you are a real crazy person.
A lot, yeah.
I don't know if you saw the video of him like meeting the main Scientology guy, the guy who created it, Jim. Is that his name? Jim or Ron? See, he's got a weird white guy name.
Yeah,
freaks me out off the jump already.
Scientology creeps me out in general.
Oh, dude, you know that's why they fired Chef off of South Park. The actor, the voice actor for Chef, was a Scientologist. He believed in Scientology. And the last episodes you see Chef in, they're dubs from his old clips. They took like, you know,
piece it together.
Hey, children, you know, like, you know, they took like his stuff and, you know, and they just clipped it and dubbed it onto those episodes, and he'll never be again. Chef will never be a character.
Park,
dude, I love South Park.
Yeah, it was never my thing. Like, I never loved it.
Like, here's the thing. It's like a hate-love relationship. Like, I'll go through phases where I'm like, dude, South Park is the best. And then I'll go through phases where like, dude, South Park is corny.
Yeah.
Like, it's like too corny. But the thing is, man, the reason I liked it so much is because I was super relatable. It was super relatable to me in the sense of how these children were acting, like cussing, doing crazy shit. Because, like, when I was a kid, I was allowed to cuss. My parents didn't care. They would let me cuss. Like, not a great idea. Don't do that to your children. Don't let your children cuss. It's not a good idea.
Probably.
But my parents didn't care. They was like, look, as long as you don't cuss at school and, you know, be all crazy.
Around? Yeah. Like, if I had kids around, like, you know, you got to be grown to say that.
Yeah. And they really didn't care. My parents would let me cuss, man. So I'm, like, watching these kids cuss and, like, just do all this crazy stuff. Yeah. Like, oh, my God, these kids are hilarious, man. And that's I love South Park. I started watching it when I was real young. Because before that, all you really had was, like, The Simpsons.
So that was Beavis and Butthead, kid.
Yeah, but Beavis and Butthead was, like, it was good. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. And I love King of the Hill. I love them for what they are. Yeah. But they're not... They're like The Simpsons. They're pretty much The Simpsons. Beavis and Butthead was a little bit more...
Yeah, it was edgy.
It was a little bit more. You say they talk about like jerking off and stuff like that. Simpsons never talk about like jerking off.
South Park really did change things.
Changed the game, really bro. When South Park came through with that Brian Boitano, like what would Brian Boitano do? Yeah. Dude, that was a classic. Those guys were off the charts.
I have seen some good episodes.
Great, bro.
I was never a huge fan, but I've seen some good ones.
Well, the thing is, you got to think too, is like, you know, you definitely never, you were alive, like well alive whenever it came out.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, nobody had ever seen anything like that. The closest thing you had got was Beavis and Butthead or The Simpsons. And like I said, those were very, like, mild humor, dude. When South Park came, they started showing, like, dildos and, like, aliens probing your butt and like, you know, just crazy stuff. The episode where there were ninjas and they bought those ninjas at they bought the ninja gear at the flea market from that sketchy dude, and he was like, why do you need this? He was like, you know, they had like, dude, they had, all of them had like super like legit ninja weapons. Yeah. And you know, they had, like, the gut scenes where they were legit ninjas. Cartman's, like, this huge fat sumo wrestler. They've got, like, the white eyes, you know, kind of like Raiden does in Mortal Kombat. And, dude, that episode was just so funny because it was just, like, fourth graders just literally, they just stuck one of their best friends with a Death Star in the eye, bro. Like, you know, they hit Butters in the eye with that Death Star. Kenny hit him with it. And they dressed him up like a dog, bro, and took him to the veterinarian. Like, what are you doing, man? But, like, we know as kids we would have went to that extreme.
Yeah,
we know 100%. It was relatable.
Dude, I had 2 younger brothers. Like, you can imagine the shit
the extreme you went to not get your parents involved.
Okay, true story. I was probably like 12 years old, and my parents were strict. You already know. So mom and dad were both super Christian.
Yeah.
Like, they were strict, like religious parents.
Yeah.
But I was playing baseball in the house alone, of course. Well, I throw a baseball and put a hole in the wall. Okay, like, of course, like what any kid does.
Of course, everybody does it.
I found this piece of white cardboard, taped it up with regular tape, and like, it's like the textured wall at my parents' house. Crumbled it up, like covered it and painted it with white out. Dude, this shit lasted for like, it's still there to this day, as a matter of fact, actually, but. It was probably about 15 years later that they were like... They noticed it. They just happened to be sitting there close to it, looked up and was like, what's that weird kind of looking spot on the wall, you know? That was it. And I'm sitting there talking to him at this time, like... So, yeah, when she says that, I'm like, okay, listen, you can't even be mad about that. Like, that was literally when I was like... Statute
of limitations.
Yeah, well, I was like...
This is too long.
You can't even blame my younger brother. Because they're like, which one of them? I was like, no, that was literally me when I was like, 12. Like...
How old were you when they caught it?
Oh, dude, I was... 20s.
Oh, dude, legit. Sure. Like, you know, already a grown
in
man.
my 20s. Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Like early 20s for sure.
That's wild.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I never got away with something for that long. I remember when I was a kid, my brother will tell you this story as well because he was sitting on the couch beside me when I got caught. And there was a post office by the neighborhood I lived in Ohio, and my mom was like super cool with these ladies. They were super nice ladies, you know.
Sure.
They'd call, you know, let my mom know
ladies.
packages coming, blah blah blah. You know, they'd do this. They would call and just talk, bro. They were friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, the post office was, you know, it was down by this little place where we played street ball and stuff, and we passed football and stuff like that. So, you know, me being a dumb kid, you know, I get the good idea. Well, I got dared to do it. I didn't have the idea myself. But we were hanging out, you know, it was like 4 of us or whatever. And
someone hit you with an inception and planted it.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I was well, it was more like pride, like you ain't gonna tell me I ain't gonna do something.
It's more like peer pressure.
Yeah. So like you know, one kid we're hanging out with, he goes behind the bush and like takes a dump, you know, just drops a dump, bro. And you know, like,
brave man.
He just drops it. So and no, doesn't wipe or nothing, you know, just lets it go. He's just dry, bro.
Straight gangster
oh yeah, son.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm like, you know, we're sitting there or whatever, and they're like, you know, I bet you want to go put that, you know, on, because there was this guy, his name was Dave, and he lived like next to the church, and he was just he probably was actually maybe a decent guy, and we were just little pricks, you know. Sure. But like at the time, I'm like, oh, I hate this old guy. This is Mr. Wilson. Like we're getting this guy. He's like, I'll bet you won't put that in Dave's, you know, mail slot. Blah blah blah. I was like, dude, I'll put it in the post office mail slot. Don't tell me. And they were like, I dare you. And I was like, bro, that's all you had to say.
You dare me?
I literally went and found a glove that I knew was like near that I had seen. It was a baseball glove. I had seen somebody's baseball glove.
Spotted it.
Like I had spotted it days earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now we're here.
Yeah.
So I go and grab the baseball glove. I pick up. It's a big shit, dude. Like this is like just
Grown
one.
man.
This was like a ball. It wasn't even like a long turn. It was weird, bro. And
Especially
you know,
made though for this.
Oh yeah, it was strange.
Yeah,
we're
it
like
wasn't an
kids,
accident. This
bro.
came out that
yeah,
way.
this was
Yeah.
real. Yeah,
This was meant to happen.
Yeah, he pinched it out, bro.
Yeah, this was meant to happen.
And so I
clearly.
pick it up. I put it in like the blue box, like the big box, dude. And the next day was the hottest day of the summer. So it melted on everybody's mail, bro.
Oh god.
And I ended up getting ratted on by the kid who took the shit.
Wow.
I did. Yeah, he told
terrible.
on us. Yep, his grandma. She made maybe I think it was his grandma. Whoever he lived with at the time had guardianship of him.
Sure.
And she made him tell the truth, and he ratted on us.
But how did anybody find out?
Well, because I mean,
The DNA test of shit.
Nah, it wasn't that. It was like there was only a certain amount of kids, so like it was kind of narrowed down.
Right.
It was
Most
like
kids aren't assholes.
yes,
There's like 3 asshole
exactly,
kids,
exactly.
and
There
one
was
of those
only
3
a
asshole
certain
kids
amount of
did
kids,
it.
and like I didn't get caught till like days later. It took him a minute to really like piece it together, and then he ratted, so it was confirmed. And then like me and my brother, like we came back. We might have been playing basketball down there or something. We were doing something. Me and him, we were doing something. We came back and we sat down, and I think at this time my mom wasn't sick yet too. I think she was still like, you know, mobile. Like, you know, she was getting around, you know. And
Well enough to beat your ass, probably.
oh yeah, dude.
Yes,
like
sir.
yeah. So
I
like,
know.
you know, we're sitting there and I'm just chill, we're just watching TV. It's normal, you know. Yeah. And I totally forgot that I did that, you know. And she just like she's on the phone and she was like, he did what?
Yeah, it's not even a big
and
deal.
I kind of just look over.
Mind.
I'm like, oh no. And then she gets off the phone. I probably just started crying. You already know, bro. I didn't rat on
Beg
nobody.
for
I didn't
mercy.
even say who was there. I didn't rat, but I probably cried. You already know.
Yeah, beg for mercy.
And I did. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll do whatever. Literally, the ladies were like, you know, whatever, yada yada. And then they like just made us come down and like pick up cigarette butts. Like, dude, we could have got felonies for that. Yeah, like they could have pressed charges and like we could have got
federal shit.
We could have went to juvie for that.
Truly federal
and
shit.
luckily, my mom was cool with them, you know, and like, you know, like I said though, she was like, he did what? And I knew. I was like, oh, it's a wrap, dude. I'm done for. I know she's got me. So yeah, I got in trouble for that. Was one of the dumb things I did as a kid, which is like, why would I do that, man?
Yeah.
I also took a dump in a urinal one time. I got caught. Well, like I was getting ready to take a dump in the urinal. I had my pants down and everything, and me and 2 of my dudes were in the bathroom, and the principal walks in, like the straight up principal. And I'm getting ready to take a dump, bro, in this urinal just because I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
I was in like 7th grade or like, you know, I was like 7th grade, bro. I was in middle school. I should not be acting like this. And he walks in, he was like, Taylor, what are you doing? And I just look up, I'm like, nothing. I just knew. I didn't even say nothing. I was like, all right. And my dude's in the stall laughing. He's like dying, bro. And like my other dude was in there too, and everybody was just quiet until I left. And then, you know, I got suspended and all that good stuff. That was what started my streak of suspension, you know, being a bad kid in school, which I truly, truly regret for all the kids in school right now. Don't be an idiot, man. School's the best time.
It really is.
It's seriously the easiest time of your life. I mean, not for everybody, because I understand, there's people out here who have horrible home lives, and, they can't juggle it all, I feel for people. I really do. But in all actuality, man, like, school is seriously the way to go.
If school's your only responsibility, enjoy it.
Oh, it's great, dude. Yeah.
Live it up.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah. I remember it being my only responsibility.
It sucks sometimes.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to hell as soon as you get out of school. It's just like pure hell, man. Like, there's some good parts and there's some perks to it, but man, overall, dude, school was awesome.
I miss those days. I really do.
I loved it, man.
Yeah, it was fun times.
I really do. And I don't regret too many things in my life, but I regret how I treated some people in my life. I shouldn't have treated the way I did, and I regret not trying in school because I didn't try. If I would have tried, I would have done exceptionally well.
Right. I feel
because
that.
I mean,
I tried for a long time and then quit.
Man,
I got older,
I tried to like fifth grade. Like fifth grade, man, and then I quit. Ever since fifth grade or like sixth grade, I just quit caring about school. And like, I wish I would have tried harder in school, just because, like I said, man, I know I would have done exceptionally well. I would have graduated, with honors. I would have done well. I know I would have, man, because I'm not trying to be, whatever, but I learn quick. My IQ's pretty high, like.
You just apply yourself.
Yeah, if I would have applied myself and not slept every class and been an idiot and, trying to be class clown and act stupid and get drunk before school and, just be an idiot.
Yeah.
But, things happen. We got a little off topic, but it is what it is. So my man picked Scarface, Return of the Jedi, and Risky Business for his top films of his birth year, 1983. Mine are two of the same, Return of the Jedi and Scarface, just because Scarface, even though those accents were horrible and the acting was horrible,
classic.
As soon as it came out, everybody wanted to be Scarface.
Classic.
Everybody wants to be Tony Montana.
Yes,
everybody wants to start a drug lord empire. Like TT grabbed the yayo.
They didn't learn the right lesson.
Yeah, bro.
The lessons you want to be Sosa.
Dude, I mean, you had seen pretty brutal. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
You
want to be Sosa, but
you had seen pretty brutal movies before that. But dude, in the opening, pretty much scene, you seen a dude get his head cut off with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Tied up. And then he's about to die.
And cocaine was a big thing.
Oh,
then.
yeah, bro.
Like, that was a big deal, dude.
That was right after, 83, so that was right before crack.
It was just coming. It
was
just coming, getting...
And also, I did not know this, but I have been informed that crack and cocaine, obviously I knew they were the same thing, but they have the exact same effect when it comes to, like... I always thought that crack was just dirtier. I always thought that it was like not like dirtier, but I always thought like it was just
the way you used like for the poor people. Yeah,
I thought it was just like
cocaine's classy. Crack
that's what I always thought.
I feel you.
I was informed that is not the case.
No one ever's like, oh, he's a cokehead when they talk about people.
Exactly, they're like, oh, he's a crackhead. Exactly. He's a freebaser.
He was just jokingly about somebody.
Dude, it's the same exact thing. I never knew that. Yeah. Like, it was from a doctor. Maybe he was a doctor. He was on Joe Rogan or whatever, and he was. Oh my God, what's that guy's name? I can't remember. He might have been a doctor. He was something super intelligent guy. Sure. But he was talking about it. He was like, yeah, there is no difference at all. The only difference is like you take out something so you can smoke it. So you can smoke it.
Yeah.
He said the same thing with freebase. You're just smoking something different. I was not aware of that. I mean, did you know like it was the same?
I mean, yeah, I know.
Like I knew it was the same, but I didn't know like
much to it.
Yeah, I know, but like I didn't know that it was. I thought there were differences. You know what I mean? Like, but like I said, I was wrong, dude.
Not really.
And there's none.
No,
there is none, bro.
Really,
I mean, just the way it's made, like you said.
How you do it, really.
The way it's made, literally. And that's what he was saying. He was like, people shoot it and stuff, and he was like, but when you make crack, you can't do that. You have to smoke it. And he was he went into like these things because like. I think he was like a drug counselor, doctor, or something along those lines, maybe. But like he was super intelligent, bro, just laying it down, man. And but anyway, Scarface, Return of the Jedi are the two we agreed on. My third that I chose that was a little different was The Outsiders, and simply because, man, it's like seriously, it was one of the, I don't want to say groundbreaking movies, but like definitely a groundbreaking movie for the 80s. Like showing that side, like I'm sure, they're like the West Side Story, that was before this. I'm going to assume is before The Outsiders. I could be wrong. But the West Side Story was, kind of similar. Even though it was a musical, it was like, this gang versus this gang, the rich people versus the poor people,
that
class
was back
war.
Before racism was a thing that was towards people. You know,
Yeah,
everything was segregated more.
It was more class.
Right,
it was more class than it was color.
Right. So
obviously, there was definitely still segregation, and like it was about color to an extent. Right. But I feel like you're right. I feel like it was more about class. It was more like how much money your parents make.
Right.
Where you live at.
Well, then I'm saying there wasn't a lot of minorities around.
Yeah,
it was all.
It's true.
You know, I mean, everyone was
especially
white,
in suburban
so
areas. You know, especially suburban
so
areas.
Yeah, it comes down to I'm
it really
rich,
did.
You're poor.
Yep.
And you gotta judge somebody for something.
Yeah, and the reason
somebody gotta have something.
Yeah, dude, and the reason I say The Outsiders was groundbreaking because look at all the actors that were in that. That was like their one. Tom Cruise. Perfect example.
True.
We forgot to name he was in that.
All of them.
Rob Lowe,
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze, Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen,
Ralph Macchio.
Yeah. Who else? Who else was in that? There was. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember right now too. Cause we just named so many too fast.
Yeah. Hold on, was Charlie Sheen in that? Or am I tripping? I think I'm wrong. Actually, I don't think he was in that. Who was all in the gang? It was Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez, Pony Boy, Johnny, and Patrick Swayze. So yeah, it wasn't Charlie Sheen. He's not in that. I'm tripping. I don't know why I said Charlie Sheen. I'm an idiot. But anyways,
they're brothers probably. But
yeah, I mean that definitely makes sense. But like like I was saying though, man. Oh yeah, Matt Dillon. We forgot about him too, Dillon. Bro. Yes, bro. I love Matt Dillon.
Yeah, Matt Dillon's great.
He's great, man. God, he was great. Yeah.
They're also
Charlie
young,
Sheen's
too.
definitely not in there. Oh yeah, bro. They're super young in this, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, so good though. Seriously, so good. Such a good movie. The book was good too. I remember reading it when I was like ninth grade or something. Whenever they make you read it.
School,
yeah, ninth grade. Super great movie. Sad, man. Super sad. But it's got a lot. It like shows a lot of. Shows a lot of like empathy, and it shows that even the poor kids are still going to care about people.
Yeah.
It's like they're going to care more about people than the rich kids did. Mm-hmm. It showed like how
it came down to it.
Yeah. They were more humble about stuff, and they, they didn't really care about money. They give a shit less about money.
What?
But yeah, that was my third choice for the top 3 films of 1983.
True classics.
You already know, bro. And we also rated our top 3 mixtapes of all time. And I'll start this one off. I chose my top 3 mixtapes of all time. 2 of them are by the same guy. Just because, we had spoke earlier about how great this man is in his prime. He was phenomenal.
He's got one of mine, too. So
oh, yeah, bro. So my top 3 are going to be No Ceilings. They came out in 2008, which was his reign of fire. You already know Lil Wayne was killing it, bro. And then Sorry for the Wait.
Hearing that lighter flick.
Oh, bro. Legendary. Sorry for the Wait, also by Lil Wayne, and Cushion OJ by Wiz Khalifa. And, what I'm going to say is, you got to think, like, No Ceilings, all those beats, it'd be hard not to wreck them. So, like, you got to put that out there. You got to realize that, like, those beats were very simple, and they weren't, like, super complex and stuff like that. So, I feel like anybody could have killed him, but I don't know if they could have killed him to the degree that Lil Wayne did.
Well, anybody could have made a hit out of him, but can you make a hit that says something?
Yeah. Ice Cream Paint Job? Oh, my God.
Murdered.
Watch My Shoes?
Murdered.
God. I mean,
Everything.
No Ceilings itself, bro.
Yeah.
I got no ceilings. I mean, dude, that was just killer.
Everything. It's almost,
killer, bro.
Yeah, you can really just let that one ride.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
What else was great? Wasted. That was on there.
Mm-hmm.
I Think I'm in Love.
That was that was a good one.
Yeah, I Think I'm in Love was great. Oh my God, man! Everything about that mixtape was phenomenal. Sorry for the Wait was another one, bro.
It's hard to make better songs than the original artist.
Yeah,
out of everyone.
Oh yeah, bro.
And
he did.
Man.
Poker Face was on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was,
but Sorry for the Wait had nothing but hits too, bro. What
Marvin's Room on there?
Oh God,
he killed that.
Oh my God,
killed that.
Love that song. And Drake killed his too, but Wayne
killed
his, bro. He killed it. It's getting me pumped just thinking about it. Yeah. What else was on there? Grove Street Party with Lil B, even though Lil B's whack. Fuck Based God. I ain't trying to hate on him. No, I mean, he's doing his thing, but come on, bro.
Trash.
Do a song with me. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you. Let's do a couple bars. Nah, but anyways, what else was on Sorry for the Wait, man? Sorry for the Wait. The song itself was sick, bro. Loved it, dude. I mean, I seriously.
Man, I was trying to think.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up all the
He did that. What's that? Gucci.
Yep. Rolling in the Deep. Yes. Sure Thing by Miguel.
Sure Thing was my. That's what I was trying to think about.
Rax.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Killed all those.
God.
Yeah, I forgot.
Man, that mixtape was serious, bro. I didn't like the second one, but like I honestly thought that Sorry for the Wait was better than the Carter 4. I really do.
The Carter 4, man, it's been
Blunt Blowin', had Mega Man. It had some hits. It did had some hits.
But that's what it was. I thought it was just too.
Not gimmicky, but like commercial.
No, that's
commercial. It was too commercial.
Right,
like
too
it was.
Mainstream
It wasn't what you
It was
want.
meant for hits instead of I want to hear Wayne.
Exactly,
bro.
Really
hear Wayne
for sure. But yeah, and Cushion OJ we agreed on just because Jesus, if you like rap at all, come on, bro. If you don't listen to Cushion OJ, you don't know about good rap.
No.
Come on, bro. Seriously. Dude, Visions, that song was so mesmerized. Oh my God.
All of it.
So good,
so that Good Dank still to this day.
Yeah, Good Dank was fire. Good Dank was real good. Everything about Cushion OJ was just sick, dude.
Wiz is mine.
Oh, yeah, dude. Old Rolling Papers.
Yeah.
That was a great album.
Even before
that was his debut, wasn't it?
His first,
His first debut. Studio album.
See, was Star Power not his first album?
I don't know. I'm about to check. I could be. You might be right, bro. I think.
What's the one that had that? What was the first thing he had? The big song that was just
Black and Yellow.
No. I'm talking about before.
Before that.
It was it's like a techno beat.
It was Rolling Papers. It says Rolling Papers. Khalifa released his debut album with Atlantic Records in 2011.
That's what I was thinking of, actually, not Star Power.
What were you thinking?
Deal or No Deals.
Deal or No. Yeah, I think that's a mixtape.
No, I'm talking about the song I'm trying to think of. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, okay. Got you. But yeah, dude, that's oh man, you know what was another great mixtape that I forgot? Cabin Fever, bro.
Oh, yeah, it was good. Him and Big Sean.
Oh my God.
Yeah, him and Big Sean really
Yeah, they had a song on there.
Yeah.
Trey the Truth was on there. Young Jeezy was on there.
Yeah, that was a great mixtape actually.
That was Kirko Bangs was on there.
Yeah.
Dude, that mixtape. Oh my God. And he was talking about how he really didn't smoke weed the whole time and he was sober. And dude, that mixtape was litty as a titty.
That was a great mixtape.
For real. I didn't really like Black Hollywood.
No.
I didn't really like Rolling Papers too.
I barely even listened to it actually.
Yeah.
I gave it 2 listens and
go back. I seriously I love you, Wiz, but you're just not doing it for me anymore, man. I feel like you're a cool person.
Changed up.
Yeah, I'd love to hang out with him. Love to hang out with him, man. I'd be blessed.
Yeah, I think we get along and kicking it.
For sure, yeah. But his music, I want that Cushion OJ. I want that Cabin Fever. I'm killing them.
Taylor Gang, the true Taylor
homicide.
Gang. Yes,
dude, that was so good. I said, everything about it. He's like I said, it was so cool. I thought he was Cabin Fever. I'm locking myself in. I'm just gonna drink water. I'm not gonna drink no gin. I'm not gonna smoke no weed.
Long tolerance break.
That's cool, bro. That's legit, man. And he was doing it in his house. He talked about it on the thing. He was like, it's my first studio in my house and stuff. He's like, blah blah blah, all this. But that song with Big Sean, was it Gangbang? Yeah, dude. Gang Bang. Oh my God, killer, bro. What was another one? I think Big Sean might have been on it twice, actually.
I think that Phone Numbers.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. That's the one I'm thinking of, bro. Yeah, he was on that. Yeah, dude. Cabin Fever was so good. Hustling. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Every Day. Juicy J.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Big Sean, man, he is super dope. Lyrically,
yeah,
super dope.
Lyrically, I don't really listen to him like that, but lyrically, he's.
I feel like I used to listen to him a lot. I really do, but I feel like I kind of fell off on him. What was the? Oh my God, dude! He had an album that
Detroit was the last.
I think. I might have heard that one, but there was another one.
Have you ever gone to the end of it? On the end of it, there's a bonus song with him and Wiz on there.
Mm-hmm. They mesh well, man.
Actually, dope. Yeah, it's super dope.
They really do. I've always liked his features, man. Every song he features on, it's always flame. Finally Famous.
Yeah.
That one was sick. Dude, that one was so good. And that was in 2011. That was the same time Rolling Papers dropped. But this is the one I was thinking of. Dark Sky Paradise. Didn't like it. I can't. Detroit Volume 2. Nah, I didn't like any of these, bro. But that Finally Famous, though.
Finally Famous,
oh my God, it was good. Real
there were
good,
multiple
man.
ones of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all pretty good.
Yeah.
Because like you said, lyrically, he's
killer.
He's serious.
Killer, bro.
But I don't know.
He's it's like he's too much of a rapper. I know that sounds dumb, but like it's too much rap. Like he doesn't really switch it up. And like I don't like people who switch it up, but like sometimes I want to hear something a little different. I know that's kind of contradicting, but I feel like maybe it's his voice sounds the same all the time or something.
It does.
It's something. I feel that. It's like something is the same about him every single time, which is cool because that makes, that like determines his, his MO. It's like his thing, his brand. But at the same time, people like to change. They like the evolution of you, and since the Finally Famous, he sounds the exact same.
Yeah.
Which is dope. It's cool.
He's got his style, right, but everybody
changes.
I was about to say,
everybody changes,
even if it's only for a little bit at a time, you have to adapt to different things. You have to.
And but yeah, that's the 3 I chose, 3 top mixtapes ever. Just because, man, I gotta give it up. Those were just fire, bro. But I'll let you go ahead and name yours off.
But no, the ones I have like first though, that Live Love ASAP, Rocky. That was really 10 years from now, I'll still throw that on. Like
ASAP, bro. He's so dope because he's so weird. I feel like his weirdness makes him dope.
Yeah, like Thug.
Well,
like I love Thug.
I like Young Thug in small doses. That's what I got to say about him. Because I don't like the... I don't know if I like that or not.
See, at first I didn't, and some of it I don't. But that's the thing. If you listen to him enough to be able to understand... True, like
I just usually read his lyrics because I can't understand nothing he's saying. I just go straight to it. I'm like, I'll just read the lyrics. I'm not going to waste my time trying to hear this guy.
Listen to some things, because at first I don't want to give him any credit because I was the same way. Like, man, this dude sucks. And then I really started listening and was like, oh, like, all right, this man, he talks about a lot of things that
Come and Go. That was a banger by Rich Homie Quan. I'm trying to think of the song he was on that I Ain't Never Gonna Stop Going In.
Thug?
Yeah, man, I can't remember what song it was. That was the first time I ever heard Young Thug, and I loved it. I even remember, like, specifically, and my brother probably doesn't remember this because it's been a while, but I specifically remember sitting my brother down and be like, bro, listen to this song. Tell me how dope you think it is. And he listened to it. He was like, dude, that song sucks. I was like, wow.
Okay, never mind.
That just ruined my whole vibe.
Yeah, never mind, man.
He was like, that song sucked, bro. He's like, what do you like about that song? He's like, can you understand what those dudes are saying? I was like, I don't know. I just like the sound of it,
some of it.
Man, what was that? Let me see here.
I can't remember the name of it.
But back to what I was saying about ASAP, his weirdness. What I mean by that is Get the Fuck Out of My Face.
Yes.
That's the song. That was the first song I ever heard Young Thug, and I loved it, bro. Get the fuck out of my face. So like it was so cool, dude. I loved it. Like it was so whack, but it was so cool at the same time.
But, I mean,
it was kind of dope. It was trend setting. It really was. Rich Homie Quan was before Future, bro. He just got locked up. That's the only reason that Future blew up, and Rich Homie Quan blew up later.
Like Future, I mean, I love Future.
I know you do.
That's my dog.
I know you do.
He really just like took over the T-Pain
slide. Oh yeah,
like,
of course.
Like
and added his own wave. You know,
true.
Like it was his own wave.
The truth. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
straight up.
You brought T-Pain to the street, like for real.
Oh yeah, but the thing about ASAP that I was gonna get at is like his style. What I meant by it is like he's got a lazy flow.
Oh yeah,
if that makes sense.
But not on everything. That's the point.
But like typically when you hear him, it's kind of like this. It's like he don't even give a fuck, and it's so dope. It still comes out so cool.
Dude, the way I love it. ASAP is was the first thing that I was like, really like how talented that dude is.
Yeah.
Like that. Was,
he's sick, dude.
Yeah.
ASAP Ferg's real sick too.
Yeah, I mean
work remix. Fire,
that Palace like from the intro to the end, that whole mixtape goes nonstop.
What was that? Gold in My Mouth. Is that a song by him? Or Gold Teeth?
Later. That's like Goldie.
Goldie. That's what it was.
Later,
yeah, man. I'm bad. I don't know why I said Gold in My Mouth. Goldie. That was badass, dude. Yeah. Yeah, man. ASAP, dude. He was definitely dope. I haven't really listened to him recently, but last time I heard a song from him, dude, it was killer. Like it was awesome. He what was that song he did with Tyler the Creator? Not that long ago.
Yeah.
It was sick, bro. Oh my God! Now I gotta look it up. I can't remember what it was.
But Tyler's nice too. He's
that's
small doses.
See, that's the thing, bro. I remember everybody hating on dude when he came out. No, that's not the right song. Whenever he came out, and Who Dat Boy?
Yes.
Who Dat Boy? That was sick, dude. I really liked that. That came out in 2017. That was fire. But what I was saying is, everybody hated him when he came out with Yonkers. That was like the first thing that got him.
Yeah.
They were like, oh yeah, hate this guy.
They also loved him.
Yeah, like I hate this guy because he's coming out dissing everybody and doing all this and
he's weird.
Blah blah, and he's weird, wearing black contacts, looking like a shark, and yada yada, all this stuff. But man, I loved it when it first came out, dude.
Yeah.
And I loved Odd Future.
That's when I did love it. Actually.
Loved
when
it, bro.
I first heard it, I liked it.
Earl Sweatshirt. That dude's
he's
fire.
the nicest one.
That dude's, he's fire,
one.
dude. He's sick with it.
Yeah.
But what another thing I was gonna say is, did you ever watch Loiter Squad?
Yeah.
The show that
that's the best thing they do. Really,
so
yeah,
good.
It's hilarious.
When he dressed up like a white guy, I love it, bro. It reminds me of Chappelle whenever he dressed up like white people, dude. It was so funny, bro. And like
Dave Chappelle, I think is the funniest person I've ever.
Oh God! Well, here's the thing: he's not the best stand-up comedian in my opinion, but like you said, the funniest guy. The funniest guy. Nobody can compare to him.
Funny.
Nobody can compare to that guy.
Even with help on Chappelle's show, you put out something genuinely hilarious weekly.
He did. Well, yeah, and you got to think he had help with some of the best.
Sure. But
he had Paul Mooney and Neil Brennan.
Neil's a genius.
Neil Brennan is a genius.
You still have to put out a hit every weekly.
That's hard.
That's what I'm saying.
It's hard to be funny every week.
Right. Like, that's crazy.
It's like late night talk show. How you going to be funny every night?
Tough.
They say they got like 50 writers.
You have a personality.
You know, you got like 50 writers, bro.
And you still got to be able to deliver it.
Oh, yeah. Bro. And that's the thing, like, you know, with Neil Brennan, it's so crazy. Like, I've watched some of his stand-ups and stuff, and I've watched some of his stuff. I don't really think he's that funny.
No,
his stand-up's not really that great.
His jokes aren't that funny.
But his writing, oh my God.
Because
he wrote the Clayton Bigsby.
That's what
he
I'm saying.
wrote that,
okay,
bro.
Because now you don't have to write from a totally a white dude's perspective.
Oh, yeah. He can do whatever the hell he wanted.
You know what I mean?
Did whatever he wanted, bro.
Come together and make something hilarious.
It was kind of like South Park. They were breaking the lines. They were stepping boundaries,
early
bro.
2001, 2002.
Straight up.
I mean, that's
they were stepping lines, bro. And you got to think, I mean, everything about it, bro. The Player Haters Ball,
that's
loved
timeless
it.
classic.
Loved
timeless
it.
Classic.
The dice game, the
World Series of
Dice.
Yeah,
bro. Dude, I didn't know until like probably last year or this year that Bill Burr was one of the commentators. And I went back, I was like, oh my God.
I mean, the Charlie Murphy True Hollywood Stories or something, the first time you saw that.
Cult classic. People know that.
Changed your life.
Dude, it literally
changed your life.
Yeah, it literally changed people's lives.
You heard I'm Rick James, bitch, for 5 years.
You're still hearing
everywhere.
it. You're still hearing
everywhere.
It. It's still popular to this day. So you got to think, man, that was what, 2001, 2002?
Yeah, early 2000s.
God. That was forever ago, and people, dude, nobody can even compare. Key and Peele did well. They did exceptionally well.
But did you watch Dave Chappelle's latest stand-ups? He told him, he said, I got to watch Key and Peele do my show, and that's real life. That's what's happening.
I don't know if I watched the most recent one, because he did 3, but I watched the first one, and I watched the other one, and they were good, but they weren't killing him softly. That's
a whole nother.
That was the best one he ever did, in my opinion. God, it was good.
Killing him softly is probably...
It was so good.
It's
so
probably,
good. It was his best. He was like 18, bro.
Yeah, he was young.
He was young. That's before he even did Half Baked, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably. It's around the same. It's close to that.
Right around there.
That was like 99.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. He was super skinny. Yeah, dude. Young as shit. But, you know, the thing about Chappelle, like like we were saying about the Key and Peele thing, Key and Peele definitely held the torch, bro, and they did their thing.
Sure, but...
Like, did you see the sketch with the dog, the iced tea dog? Oh, my God, that one's funny. Another one, when he calls his wife bitch. I know you saw that one.
No, I don't think so. I can't.
Man.
No, it's not the same to me.
I feel you. But there's
they're not that funny to me compared to.
Oh, they're not. They're
Dave
not.
Chappelle doing it.
They're not, bro. They can't. I don't want to say hold a candle because they do hold a little bit of a light.
They're funny,
but it's not the Chappelle show, man. You know, Lil Jon, bro, he blew Lil Jon up again after Lil Jon was already blown up. Like, re-blew him up, dude. Another show that was lit, bro, was Andy Milonakis.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious back in the day.
I loved Andy Milonakis, man.
That was a good one back in the day.
It makes me think of that because I said Lil Jon, and the one where he's eating Fruity Pebbles. He's like, what you gonna do? He's like, I'm probably gonna eat these Fruity Pebbles. He was like, can I come have some? Yeah, sure. And he climbs through the TV, bro. Him and Lil Jon are sitting there. He's eating it out of the crunk glass and stuff. Dude, that was hilarious, man. Andy Milonakis. God, he was great.
He was funny.
God, he was great.
Like, just for stupid humor.
Stupid.
Yeah,
just
for stupid humor.
Random, like, blogging He was like a podcast.
Just don't give a shit.
Yeah, he was just like...
Like, not giving a shit can take you really far sometimes.
Dude, he was you gotta think, too. He was a grown man who looked like a kid.
Literally.
So he didn't care.
No.
He thought he knew he could get away with shit. Yeah, like, what are you gonna do, bro? Don't bother me. But
anyways,
anyways,
you can make him go do crazy things. That they're like, this kid's 12 years old, dude.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And he was literally like 35.
Yeah, literally.
Like I don't know what his disease is called, but he's definitely got whatever disease, and it literally just he doesn't age. He just doesn't age the right way.
Chief Keef are like friends.
Really? That's crazy, bro. He would be friends with Chief Keef.
Of course.
He's been in the hip hop culture forever.
Yeah, he
you
loves
know,
it.
like since he started.
He tried to rap all the time.
Yeah, he's actually got bars.
Yeah,
he's actually got bars, bro. Like there's this video of him with a BlackBerry, and he kills it, dude.
He's on one of Chief Keef's mixtapes.
Really?
Yeah,
that's what's up, dude.
Remember which one.
But yeah, go ahead and rattle off those next two you got, my friend.
Okay. Oh yeah. Christian OJ, we agreed on, of course, because classic. But Dedication 2, like I said, Wayne. That Gangster Grills, man. The whole Gangster Grills was that was another time in history that.
Oh yeah. It was just like everybody did it.
Yeah, when you hear that, you already know it's about to be classic.
Oh yeah, dude. Like you said, Cannon. That was a classic.
That's still some of the hardest parts
Get
I've
'em,
ever heard him. Yeah,
working them
was a major.
I think Getting Some Head was on there too.
It might have been on
maybe, or maybe it was on the Drought. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, Getting Some Head was killer, dude. Mm-hmm. That was killer.
I mean, bar wise, there's no. I mean, he's. You already know. I think Ho's probably the greatest rapper ever. But
Getting Some Head was on there.
Right there with.
Georgia Bush was on there. Dude, that was killer. That was so good. No Other. Walk It Off. Yeah, there were some good songs on there, dude. For sure.
How those old ones like that Kush.
Yeah, yeah. South Music, Welcome to the Jungle. Mm-hmm. That was good too. They still like me. That was good. But yeah, that's the wrap up for those mixtapes, man. But we were talking about it, and honestly, we got to say that if we're looking at best lyricist of all time, if Lil Wayne truly writes his lyrics all the time, he is one of the best lyricists to ever live.
I don't know there's any better.
Ever. I mean...
and especially for pure volume. That's the thing.
Like, the volume is the big part.
People talk a lot of shit, like, he's, with certain things, like, it's not that great. I'm like, yeah, but compared to what you've heard come out of his mouth, everything can't be that.
Exactly.
And this man
he said everything he could think of, dude.
That's what I'm saying. This man was putting out just... non-stop. Imagine if he could have saved all that for years
and laid it out for years, but he laid it out in like a couple mixtapes and some albums.
Just put it down.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Just laid it all the way out there for us.
There was a time like they were all you heard was Wayne.
Like I'm gonna read off some of his best lines. Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
That's exactly. Yeah.
Bro, are you kidding me right now?
Think about that like 3 different times.
Dude,
we hit that the first time.
Dude, like, come on, that's just great. Stupid. I mean, seriously. I mean. God, man.
Hip hop quotables.
I mean, seriously, bro. Above the law, but under the influence, like, dude, that's a hit, son. I mean, I'm trying to think of some other ones that aren't on here because some of these are okay, but people aren't putting the best ones, man. Let me think. What was a great one he said?
So many
that's what I'm saying. It's hard to narrow them down, bro.
Because it's.
Oh my God. Let me think here. Nightmares at the Bottom was so good. He had some great punchlines from that. Yep. Nightmares at the Bottom was sick, bro. What should be the next definition? Let me think. What was that one? He said, oh my God. Hold on. It was on the Carter 2, bro, because those were where some of the best ones came from.
What, Carter 2?
The Carter 2,
in
my opinion, bro.
The Carter, like that Go DJ.
Great, those bro. Great. Let me see. It's on Money on My Mind. I know that. He said, oh my God, what'd he say?
That's one of the...
So many bars.
That's probably one of the toughest songs here.
Oh, he said, in the heart of the summer, we need a snow plow. What you know about that, baby? It's your time. Coke transactions on the phone. We call it blow jobs. Bro, that is stupid. That is stupid good, bro. Like, come on. And, here's another one. Money over bitches. I'm yelling it to the grave. Developed at a young age. Go after what pays. Oh, my God. Just stupid. Like, oh, man. And what was another one that was super great was Mr. Postman. You remember that? Mr. Postman.
Oh, yeah.
Postman. Dude, that was sick. Sick, man. I loved that. And what was another good song that was... like not even really punchline-y.
Like he just
Mr. Carter, Hey, Mr. Carter. Yeah, him and Jay-Z. That was sick, dude.
Even in that,
Shoot Me Down was fire.
That We Taking Over, like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he killed that. I'm on one. Killed that. I feel like Drake had the hottest verse on that.
Yeah, but...
Dude, he came out the gate.
I'm getting so...
You heard it. I ain't with this house since I was 18. I mean, he just came with some heat, bro. Like, that was when Drake was really popping. What's another one? I mean, all the stuff off No Ceilings, bro. I mean, just phenomenal. Yeah. I poke her face off, and now she faceless. I poke her so much, I deserve a bracelet. Dude, that was just killer, man. Everything about that, man. I'm going to put him... He's one of the best consecutive lyricists, who stayed. He didn't, I don't really like his stuff now, but it's still good. I can't take away from him the lyrics are good. It's just, he was so great from, 2002 to, 2012. That's a long time to be the best.
I mean, amazing. Yeah,
that's a long time, man.
For a long time, you heard that lighter flick, and it was...
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. I want to put other lyricists up there that... are essentially better than him, but dude, they died so quick or they fell off. Yeah, I want to put Big Pun up there because lyrically, he would eat Wayne. Lyrically. Because, I mean, that man was just full of too much. He just had he was too ahead of his time, bro. Big Pun, his lyrics, he was a better writer than he was a rapper because, he couldn't breathe well because he got so big and stuff. At his shows, he'd have to sit down. He'd have to sit down. He couldn't even do a whole show, which sucks. But his writing capabilities... God, bro, Big Pun, stupid.
See, none of that was ever my...
Yeah, Big Pun. Yeah, we talked about that. You weren't really, you said you didn't really fuck with him all like that. But I'd have to put him up there, and I have to put, writing-wise, I'm going to put Mortal Technique, bro. Because that man right there is, he can write, bro. And his lyrics are just stupid good. Great storyteller, great bars when he drops them. He's all around pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
So, me, I love Los.
Oh yeah,
man.
King Los.
Fab's my
Fabulous. He's up there.
He's
definitely up there. We gotta throw J. Cole up there.
Yeah,
Cole. Got to. Mm-hmm. Great lyricist. Great.
Yeah, I love Cole anyway.
What's oh my God, Born Sinner. I think that was the album. I'm pretty sure it was Born Sinner. That album, dude, he produced that whole album.
Yeah,
he did everything for that. And damn near every song on that album is just phenomenal. Even the skits are good, bro, and nobody does skits anymore. I mean, granted, that song dropped in I don't even know. I want to say 2012. It's been a minute, bro.
It's close to that.
Maybe before that. Like I said, 2013 was the release date in June. So, yeah. But all the songs on there, Land of the Snakes, Chaining Day, Runaway, dude, those were great. Seriously, man, those were phenomenal. I love J. Cole, man. He's sick. I don't like all of his stuff because some of it's just too
motivational. Overly motivational. I get it.
It's too I don't even know how to explain it. It's just too much. I don't want to hear that all the time.
Yeah, no,
I want you to talk about other stuff.
Yeah,
and not even so much the motivation, even when it gets sad.
I like the message, but I don't always need a message.
Yeah, I don't always need that. I don't always, man. And that's the thing with with J. Cole. I love him, but not all of his stuff hits for me.
No, I'm the same way, and I do love him,
bro.
Right?
Yeah, he's great.
I love J. Cole.
He's great, bro. Born Sinner.
What was it? There's too many things that come up that I don't.
44 Forest Hills Drive? Was that?
Yeah,
or was it just Forest Hills Drive?
It's 2014.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Yeah, dude. I don't know why I said 44. That was a great project as well, man. That was sick. Real good, man. Yeah, and next thing we're gonna get on to, because we already went through our mixtapes. You already know what we're feeling. We're going to talk about how we feel about astrology and horoscopes. So, I'm just going to lay it out there and ask you, do you think that horoscopes and astrology tie to how we act? Actually, let me rephrase that, because the cosmos definitely affect how we act.
Sure.
That's just a fact. We can't deny that. Yeah. But do you think the way they're interpreted to us through horoscopes, do you think that's correct?
Some.
I'm going to agree.
You know how we talk about some of this stuff, but like, because we're both Geminis, obviously, and
we're the devil side too.
Right.
We're the June part.
Believe that.
My birthday's coming up.
Yes.
I got
2 weeks.
16 days.
Yep. I only have 2 full weeks yet.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there's similarities and even things, but like like compatibility. Mm-hmm. Like any female sign supposed to be compatible with me usually doesn't work. No. Like never.
I feel like some
all
of that's
supposed to be
horseshit.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Usually,
works out well.
They didn't work out in the end, obviously.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
I understand where you're coming from.
Right. Some of it I think does it because I mean like if you read about a Gemini, it falls into my characteristics.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, a lot of my characteristics fall under that.
You know, like charismatic and like, you know, typically like a talkative person. Yeah. Yes, you know, like somebody who becomes the center of attention without trying to be. You know, things like that. Yeah. Like they're very loud, outspoken. You know, like easygoing. Like you said, you know, it's very similar. But me, like, I'm kind of with you. Like, I feel like it's legit, but it's not. Like I said, it's a fact. The cosmos they have to affect
I'm a
what
twin.
we do.
Like, I got two. There's definitely two. I have two totally different sides.
Of course.
But
and that's the thing. Like, I feel like, you know, the life path numbers, I'm sure I've told you about it. I feel like that stuff's more legit than the horoscopes. It seemed more detailed to me and made more sense to me. Just, you know, because, like, it breaks it down to numbers. So, like, everybody could, you know, me and you could both be 7s. You know, me and you could both be 8s, you know, stuff like that. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's more legit if you read into it and stuff. And it makes a little bit more sense to me because it's more spiritual than it is, like, you know, star-related, I guess.
See, astrology's like that, too, though. If
it
you
is
get
kind
into it, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not just you're not just a Gemini.
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
you're certain.
All
yeah,
that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't get that deep.
Yeah.
So maybe if I really get into it deep
might make
enough
sense.
And find out, who knows? Maybe I'm like, like that's why some applies, some doesn't, because certain things, whatever.
I just feel like it definitely is legit, but maybe not to the extent that people bring it to.
No.
Like,
I'm not gonna
I feel like
blame crazy stuff.
I feel like the daily horoscope is like maybe it is legit, maybe it's not. But I feel like you said, if you go deeper with it, it could explain some things to you on how you are and how you feel on certain days, certain changes of the stars and things like that. It makes sense because the cosmos do affect us. They have to an extent. You know what I mean? Like there's been
we're on like power of suggestion goes a long way too.
Yeah,
you can always look back and be like, oh, that was my horse. You know?
Yeah,
like,
it's like a fortune teller.
Yeah, like a mentalist.
Yeah,
sure.
Like, like they're telling you, like, what you want to hear.
Looked in your purse, like, the
yeah. Oh, yeah, you're going to have, your kid's going to be blessed, whatever it might be. I definitely agree with that. Astrology might be some nonsense around it, but it could be legit as well.
Some of it, yeah.
Definitely
could be
somewhat.
I mean, because there's too many coincidences to say it's completely bullshit.
For sure. It's got to be something.
Yeah.
But maybe not to the degree that we put it on a pedestal with. And like I said, I feel like we maybe doing more research it'd bring us to a different, standing on it. But as of right now, we're kind of on the same level. Just maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't really truly believe it.
Some of it, just said some.
Yeah.
Like there's like anything, I guess though.
Like,
There's not
it's
really
just an ideology.
I'm firm, but I'm too firm on.
It's hard to separate all the bullshit.
Exactly.
But yeah, if you guys have anything to add on to the astrology, just drop some comments, baby. We want to hear your opinions as well.
Always.
The next thing we're going to talk about is we thought, probably the 3 most talented people since Michael Jackson has been dead are Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, and Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino. So we had been in debate that we don't know if Justin Bieber is more talented than Chris Brown.
I just don't think so.
I don't know.
He's not,
I really don't know. And like we had said,
Chris Brown is our Michael Jackson.
It's true.
Except he fights instead of messing with kids. It's better.
It's very true.
To an
extent.
It's bad.
Yeah, you'd rather see a woman beater than a child molester, I guess.
You really have to pick your evils.
Yeah. Pick the lesser of the two.
Chris Brown over Michael Jackson.
But the only reason I'm saying, maybe not even Bieber might not be more talented, but I'm saying Childish Gambino is more talented, like I had said, because he created one of my favorite TV shows, Atlanta. Man, I love Atlanta.
With bars too.
So good. Childish Gambino's sick, bro.
Dude's got bars for days.
Oh yeah, he's great, bro. He said, what was it? Bonfire. He was like, "You're my favorite rapper." Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, dude, I better be, or you can fucking kiss my ass, human centipede." Dude, that was sick, right? Man. That was sick. He's awesome, dude. I love Childish Gambino, man.
Yeah, he's genius.
Great.
Yeah.
Great, bro.
Hilarious.
Real funny. Yeah. Great actor, great writer, great producer. That's why I'm saying he's more talented.
Yeah, it takes a lot. He can do it all.
He's doing it all, bro. He can't really dance, I mean, but Chris Brown got him on that in singing, but he can rap, bro. He can direct. I mean, he's laying it down. Yeah, and his brother, he lets his brother do, like, he like, puts, I mean, not like allows, but like he puts his brother, in producing and directing Atlanta too. Like there were some episodes that were like written and directed by his brother, his actual brother. You know what I mean? Which I thought was really cool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, he was like giving him an opportunity. Like it's his little brother.
Right.
And it was, if you watch his stand up, he talked about, he only had one brother, but his parents were like, would adopt kids and like, foster kids and stuff. Yeah. And they went to the, Home Depot, and dude, that was hilarious. Like, that bit was good, man. That was a good bit. For those of you who haven't watched it, I think it's called Epic by Donald Glover. It's on Netflix. And it is hilarious, man. His stand-up is killer, bro.
That's good.
But yeah, if you guys think,
smart dude too.
Who do you guys think out of all those? Just drop them in the comments. Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, or Childish Gambino. I'm going with Gambino just because, he just holds it down, man. He's great. Next thing we're going to talk about is clones. So we're going to get weird with it. I personally think we've had clones since probably the 20s. I think we've been cloning people since the 20s.
You think?
And the reason I think that is simply because, like I told you, like we talked about, I feel like we're 40 years behind the top of intelligence that people allow us, the public, to see.
Yeah, to find out.
So if we're 40 years behind, in the 20s, regular people would have been living in the 20s, but, everybody else who was top of the top would have been living in the 60s. In the 60s, we already had cars. We were past, we were already past a lot of stuff that were, pretty substantial. So I feel like maybe these clones weren't being, like, put amongst the public. Maybe they couldn't live with, coexist. Like, it wouldn't be like me and you just hanging out. Yeah, it's not. They couldn't, like, live amongst us. Yeah, they couldn't, like, kill a person and clone them. You couldn't do that. But I feel like maybe living in labs, living in, like, gated communities, they create for them to try to see how they live.
Yeah, figure them out.
But I feel like maybe the 20s or 30s, man, like, because I feel like we're way behind.
So I don't know. See, back then they were working on all that, like, cryogenic stuff, too.
And we were working on sheeps, and they came out and talked we cloned monkeys and stuff.
Yeah, well, they were trying to freeze people back in the day. That was a big thing. So that's possible.
Walt Disney still froze.
That's what I'm saying, so who knows?
Yep, he said, wake me up whenever you find a cure for the disease he had.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. But even if they weren't cloning before then, I mean, you definitely got to agree they're cloning now.
I think so, yeah.
Definitely cloning humans. So. Have to be.
If they can. I mean, I'm not saying they can.
Maybe they don't even live.
That's very right. So I'm saying,
maybe the clones don't even live.
Human bodies.
Maybe they got to live in sacks.
Super complex.
Like,
enough. The brain.
Yeah. And, like, maybe they live in sacks, like on Blade. Remember on Blade where they had, like, the warehouse? There was, like, sacks of people that they got the blood from and stuff. Maybe it's like that.
Or we're in the Matrix and we're all just...
We are in the Matrix, bro, maybe. That's definitely a possibility, man. And, like, what else was it? Yeah, Blade, there was, like, the sacks of people and stuff.
Did you know these surrogates with the... Was it Bruce Willis, I think? It's called surrogates. But anyway, that's, like, what it is. Basically, you go live your life, you don't have to do... Or you could... Even, like, if you're going to die or something's wrong with you, they already had a body for you, like, set up. Yeah,
it's kind of like The Island.
Kind of like
The Island?
That, yeah.
That was crazy, bro.
Yes,
Ewan McGregor?
like that, yeah.
It was nuts, dude.
But that's
very
what was
plausible.
going on. Yeah, totally.
Very plausible.
Yeah.
Maybe not, like, to the extent they were doing it, but it's definitely plausible, bro.
Well,
like,
I mean, you got to dramatize certain things.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Like,
you got to Hollywood
the Matrix, is it always... is it possible that we're plugged into something machines took over?
Maybe.
Possible.
Yeah.
Probably not, and it's not going to be that type of scale.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to dodge bullets and stuff. I mean, you might be right, dude.
No
the one.
In the Matrix,
hey, maybe we're not the one, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
we haven't woke up.
We haven't been approached yet.
Yeah, nobody's Morpheus.
Morpheus not hit us up.
I was never much for computer hacking.
Yeah. So. Mr. Anderson.
If you can hit me, if he's got an iPhone, it's possible.
What was his first name? Brian?
Who, Neo?
Yeah. Brian Anderson?
Is it Brian?
Something Anderson.
Long, dude. Yeah, it's
Mr. Anderson.
For sure.
God, I can't remember his first name in that movie.
It starts with
Mr. Anderson.
I think.
Man, that was such a good movie, though. The Matrix was groundbreaking, dude.
I was say, the first one was literally something that was like,
you've never seen that before.
Wow.
But I guess I'd been told those brothers,
brothers.
Yeah, they had already been on that level. Like, they had already done some things that were, like, you know, independent, that were real, like, woke like that. And maybe had done some, like, comics or, like, some animation or something. They did something. They did something. And they were real woke and, like, dropping some knowledge on people, bro. And then The Matrix was like, boom, here's all of it.
Yeah,
you
crazy.
know, and you get, you know, Lawrence Fishburne. You get, you know, eventually Jada Pinkett Smith. You get Keanu Reeves. I mean, you get a lot of great actors in that, and it just blew up.
And if I was going to believe someone could be the one, it's Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yes, he is absolutely
like
the one. He's the guy. He is the guy. And that's another thing, like, you know, The Matrix could definitely be real, and it kind of plays into the clone thing. We've already cloned meat. Like, we're like, you know, we're already, it's like, everybody knows. Yeah, we know that meat has been cloned that we eat. We have ate cloned meat. Yeah. 100%. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not to the degree we think. Maybe it's not like cloning a whole body, but there's definitely something being cloned. And they just came out and was like, oh, yeah, we cloned this sheep, and it was successful. It's alive. So, like I said, if we're 40 years behind, bro, the sheep just came out. You know, it might have been 40 years ago that already came out.
They already had people.
Maybe.
Just gave us the sheep so just ask no questions.
Maybe just to be funny about it.
So
like, oh, yeah, the sheep will get to meet the sheep. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, something along those lines. You know, like,
not a coincidence.
It's like ironic.
Yeah,
like, yeah, we're gonna show you the sheep, all right?
Sheep.
You know. But yeah, we had a theory we were talking about that was if we're really living in the Matrix. And I definitely could get down with that just because everything seems like a simulation anyways.
Sometimes.
It really just seems like everything's just weird. And deja vu can't be explained.
I mean, I have it a lot, the other day that said, is Lil Pump the greatest rapper of our time? And that was when I knew, dude.
He's the best.
That's when I knew.
Yeah. He's the best, bro. That's the best guy.
This is real. Like,
he's the next Jay-Z, bro. And I hate Jay-Z, but, you know, I like him way more than Lil Pump.
Oh, dude.
Like, Jesus Christ. I'll give it up to the kid, though. He's got a great beat selection.
Got money.
He's got a great mindset behind what he's doing. He's playing it perfect, bro.
Go for it. Yeah.
He's playing it perfect. And, no, I can't hate on him at all, bro. But, you know.
Your music's trash, but
his music is not for me. Not for me. Even though it's catchy. You know, like,
sure.
The song you did with Kanye, you know, like, that was a super catchy song. Like, you know, I'll catch myself saying it just randomly. You know, like it's funny, like it's weird, it's different. The video is goofy. Yeah. Kanye's legit. You know, so I definitely, I don't know, man. Like I said, I just can't fuck with him like that, though. No, I really can't.
No chance.
Somebody I fuck with heavy though is Logic, bro. You like Logic?
Not really. I mean, dude's great, but not mine.
Bobby Tarantino 2 was pretty lit. I'm telling you.
Not a fan.
It was good, bro. Bobby Tarantino, too. Because, like, I didn't listen to him for a long time after one of the mixtapes that came out I didn't really like. So I was like, I'm good. And then Bobby Tarantino 2 came out, and the intro is Rick and Morty talking because he's cool with the creator. Okay. You know, like, he's been on an episode and shit. And, you know, it's Rick and Morty talking. I was like, oh, I'm gonna give this a chance, bro. And I listened to it, and it was sick, bro. It was like hitters. It wasn't his usual, like, you know, crying because he's like black and white, and like he wants to tell everybody that he's black and white just because he looks white, and he's like ashamed. Like, I don't even know what's going on right now, bro. Like, just who cares?
Yeah,
nobody cares anymore,
like,
bro.
Like, that's another thing. It's weird. Like, if I hate you personally, I won't listen to your music.
Yeah,
you know
what I mean?
Like,
true,
I don't care.
True.
Yeah, if you do enough stuff like that annoys me, I'm just not gonna listen to it anyway.
But he's dope though, man. Like Bobby Tarantino.
Yeah, I mean,
too,
lyrically, I've heard dude's nice, but
not for you. Yeah, I definitely understand, bro. I feel that way about a couple of different rappers that are, you know, right now, like Future. He's like he's dope in his own route, but he's just not for me. Migos, same thing.
Get it.
I mess with them as people because I feel like they're cool, and I feel like I would want to kick it with them because they'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I feel like they'd be a lot of fun to hang out with and like you know have a good time with. But I just don't really like their music. I don't, man. I never have. I've tried.
Right.
I gave him a chance. One person I do love his music, bro, and I always have since the first time I heard him is Rick Ross, bro. I've always messed with Rick Ross, even when they were like, "Oh, he's a CO, he's this, he's that, he's that." Bro, I don't care if he was a CO or not, bro. That dude has got bars.
Sometimes
he wasn't a rat.
Yeah,
it's not like he was a rat. You know, he was a CO. Like, yeah, I'm not completely cool with you trying to put on like you're this big drug dealer. You were a law enforcement. You were on the other side of the spectrum from the people you're trying to associate with.
Just saying,
and that is not cool.
Yeah, at certain times in my life, I wouldn't have messed with you.
Yes,
like, and I would not have.
Yeah, and like that's my thing too. Like, you know, that's not cool for what he's trying to portray.
No,
but dude. Most of the time, like we were talking about, God Forgives I Don't. Yeah. God, that was killer, bro.
I mean, Duke and Ryan.
Killer.
But
He's sick, dude. And the diss track he sent to Birdman, loved it, bro. Loved it. You like Trick Daddy?
But I hate Birdman more than anyone.
Oh, yeah, I like Birdman.
I used to.
He had like 2 good verses his whole life.
You know
Birdman.
What I mean? Like,
I'm not talking about Trick Daddy. I'm talking about Birdman.
I used to like him back in the day.
Trick Daddy?
Yeah.
I like him a lot, bro. I like the only like
thing back in the day. Slip and slide shit.
Yeah, he's like one of those dudes I really like just because of him, the way he is.
He's
like,
crazy.
Watching him talk to people,
crazy, dude.
he's a nut,
yeah,
bro.
He don't care.
He's like he was talking about like this was on. I don't remember if it was on Breakfast Club or Love and Hip Hop or something. I don't know. I was watching him, and he was like, I don't know why all these motherfuckers out here smoking this loud. He was like, you hit that loud, they have you high for 10 minutes. He was like, nah, man. He's like, I get that old bunk-ass Jamaican brown weed, and I put cocaine in it. I was like, damn, dude.
Really do.
Trick Daddy's lit.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been doing this for 30 years. I was like, God.
And I believe him.
This dude is crazy.
I believe him.
And he was straight up, and everybody was like, whoa. Like, he didn't care, bro. I mean, what are they going to do, man? He's been living the same life forever, bro.
I swear to God, like, ODB died and jumped into Trick Daddy's body.
Straight up, dude. They're like the same guy. They really are. Like,
the same
maniacs,
person,
bro. Just
yeah,
maniacs.
No fucks. Like, the definition of it.
Oh, yeah, dude. And I like I said, I've just always liked him because of who he kept it real. Like, he kept it 100%. And like I said, his bars are always real life. Always realistic. You know, like, everything he talks about is real. You know, like, I love it, man. And like I said, as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, this dude's hilarious, bro. He's crazy, man. And yeah, he was talking about how he never smokes loud. He's like, nope, I don't like that good weed. He's like, I like my shitty weed, and I put some cocaine in it, and I roll a blunt. He's like, and I don't smoke till like nighttime. He's like, I wait until like 6 o'clock every day, and then I start drinking, and I start smoking coke. Like, this is crazy,
Reggie
man.
And coke.
Like, crazy,
Whoa.
dude. And you know, I've always thought he was just super interesting, man.
Yeah,
like, he's
funny.
always super cool, bro.
And I remember ODB going like on MTV going to cash his food stamps or going to, and his welfare check, bro. Like on MTV in a limo with a mink on.
Oh my god,
this really happened.
Like, I remember
somebody
telling
that
me about
happened.
that.
Yeah, like I remember
somebody
watching
telling
that
me
on
about
TV and being like,
cashing food
Bruh,
stamps. You in the Wu-Tang Clan,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
That's
Like you
crazy.
really cashed a welfare check in a mink in a limo just to be
petty.
Whatever, yeah.
Petty,
like I'm
bro.
getting mine. I don't care.
They also talked about when ODB, I think he had like escaped from jail. Like he had escaped from like police custody, got out of the cuffs he was in. Like I think he was like arrested. I don't even think he was in jail yet. I think he just escaped from police custody, bro. He got out. And there was a Wu-Tang Clan show that night in somewhere, I think it was like Brooklyn maybe. And he shows up, bro, gets on the stage and was like, what's up? You know, like talking to everybody. He's like, I just broke out, you know, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm going to see y'all later. Yeah. And he just leaves, bro. Like just randomly came out of nowhere. He was all drunk and shit. Like they were talking about how he was drunk or something. And like he just came up out of nowhere, bro. And he was supposed to be in jail.
That dude was crazy.
Like they saw him get arrested or something. Like, and then next thing they know, he like showed up at their show.
That's
crazy,
impressive, though.
dude. So crazy.
It's like some true rock star shit.
God. Let me ask you this, bro. You like Kid Rock? Like when he was rapping?
No. When he was, what do you mean,
like Devil Without a Cause?
Okay. Like I was.
Oh, dude,
that was popular.
I love that album.
Then you know what I'm saying?
So good.
It was something different too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as far as
it was
that,
like punk rock rap.
Right. Kind of.
It was like
it was
outlaw.
like
I'm gonna do whatever I
white
want.
Trash.
Like, yeah. It was like, I'm gonna bring strippers with me to the, to the show. Literally,
I'm gonna marry Pamela Anderson. You know what I mean? Like that's like the most white trash famous thing you can do. Like,
yes, that is the truth, my friend.
That's the most trashy white thing you can do.
Oh man, I love it. Marry
famous
Pamela
person.
Anderson, I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. But yeah, man.
It's like nowadays, like you smash Amber Rose. You know what I mean? Like, that's when I knew 21 was gonna be a star. Like I just barely heard of him, and then I saw him with Amber Rose, and I was like, oh, this man's about to be somebody famous.
Wiz Khalifa, he was on Joe Rogan, and
bam.
he had just said that I guess Amber Rose is pregnant actually. Again.
Oh,
yeah. So I guess her and 21 are still together, right?
I
don't know if they are. I don't keep up with it.
No, I have no idea.
But if
I
so,
did, I saw him with her. It was like, oh, he's gonna.
Yeah,
be,
if so, he's about to have a kid, bro. Straight up, like, yeah, that's real life, real spill, son.
Wiz Khalifa's brother.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa's kid's brother. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. And the last thing we're gonna talk about today is why do people not tip appropriately? And there's a couple different reasons why they may not.
And why we ask the question too, yeah, because some people may not know
That's one of them.
That's what I'm saying. As far as knowledge, some people are ignorant to the fact that servers make $2.13 an hour.
They think $5 is a good tip.
Yeah, totally, on anything.
Yep.
Because they think we get all that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
don't get me wrong, like with some places too, you
do.
have
Gratuity.
Yes, you have. Well, you have places that make you tip out too. Like you tip out some percent of your sales. So if you have to tip out 4% of sales and you tip 3%, you cost me money to eat there. You know what I mean? Like that's what people don't realize that. I don't think sometimes. There's some crazy things out there.
There's a couple different variations of why people don't tip appropriately. One, like you said, it's ignorance. They don't know. Two is maybe they just don't have the money. Maybe they really don't. And in my opinion, I feel like if you don't have the money, then you need to let it be known from the jump. Hey, bro, I can't tip you good, so don't waste all your time with me and take care of your other tables that will tip you. I feel like it should be straight up. You should be straight up with somebody because I don't go out if I don't have money to tip.
No, never.
That's how I roll.
Never.
If I don't have money to tip you, at least 20 to 25%, and I usually tip more than that. But I'm just saying, if I don't have at least 20 to 25%, at least that, I'm not going out. I'm a cook for myself. I'm going to go to McDonald's.
If I have to go out to eat on a budget, I'm not going out to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at a restaurant. It's different if I go to fast food because you don't need a tip.
No.
They're making money. They get hourly money.
If I have to walk in there and pick what I'm going to eat based on the price of things, I feel like I probably can't afford to go out because that means if I can't afford it, I can't afford it.
Well, see, I mean, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I budget everything just because I'm weird. I'm analytical. Right. But at the same time, like, if I know I don't have the money to do it, I'm just not going to go out. I'll cook for myself or I'll hit the drive-thru. Straight up. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste other people's time. Because, like you said, we only make $2.13 an hour. You know, we don't make any money on checks, man. And like I said, you know, there's some people out here who legitimately don't know that. And we can't be mad at them. I mean, we can, but, you know, it's nothing we can do.
You know the tip, you know what I mean? But it's still...
You would think 2019... with all the social media and all the news places that talk about it, you would think that people would know by now. But you got some people, man, that come out of the holler once a month and they want some Applebee's, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, though.
They want some, you know, they want some Outback Steakhouse. They want something.
They don't
want
Outback.
So,
but anyway,
they want, you know, whatever. And like they come out of the holler once a month and that's all they got. So they go out and they don't tip worth a shit. And it's not cool, man. Like I said, I feel like you should be like how it is in some other countries. In some restaurants that set it up, you have to tip before you have to pay from the jump. I feel like as soon as I bring your food in, I should see what you're going to tip me. Because that's going to depend on your service. Because some people don't 100%. Tip because of bad service.
That's true.
But some people tip because of good service. And that's awesome, you know, because if you give good service, you deserve a reward for it. And we're already peasants. We're servers. We're like the lowest thing you can be, essentially. We bring things from point A to point B.
That's the thing. Some people look at it like
that. People think at it. Exactly. They think like that. So if you're going to treat me like that, at least let me know from the jump that you're not a good tipper.
Right.
I'd much rather know from the jump because then I'm just going to get you what's required. You're not going to get the service I provide.
Right. Well, it's my job to do certain things, right? To
do
my job,
bring things point A to point B.
I want to make a certain amount of money, though, and that now requires me to do certain other things.
Exactly.
But, right. I'm not going to go out of my way for somebody. Like if I know you're a terrible tipper, I'm probably gonna ignore you. Right? You're getting literally minimum. Like there's no requirement that I keep your drink full to the top all the time. Like you can sit there for a minute or two with no drink. You know what I mean? You're not special.
It's the truth.
So
and you know, it, like I said, it's definitely not cool. And if you know, especially if you know a person and you go out and you don't tip well, like dude, you just suck. Like you just suck, man. Like. I just never understand it. Like, and it makes me not even want to work in the food industry anymore because of how much bullcrap you got to deal with for the money. But the money's worth it. Anybody who serves, you know, the money's worth
itself,
it. You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's not the money itself. It's just like the principle. Yeah. It's like, you know, why would you even waste my time? Like, I was trying to be nice to you and, you know, legitimately maybe care about what you were talking to me about, you know, like whatever it may be, you know. Sometimes I'm trying to give you an ear. And you're over here leaving me $3 on 30.
Right.
What is that?
Or like you asked for 37 different things.
Yeah.
Like,
or split my bill 20 ways,
literally.
And I got 40 coupons.
So many.
And then I'm gonna tip you $2. Like, dude, come on, man.
Save
like
$30.
Yeah, that's how I feel, bro. And maybe I'm wrong for that because I'm a server and I'm biased about it. But I feel like if you have coupons or you get your like food comped or you get like you know your food voided or whatever it may be, bro, and I think you should tip that.
I'm not even gonna say you should tip that. I'm not gonna give you that.
Well, depending, it depends. If it's 50, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like,
crazy amount
if you get $40 taken off your thing, Drop me a 20.
Or
Drop me something.
even if you leave me 10,
10,
I'm not gonna
I'm
be
cool
mad
with
if
that.
it's equivalent, right?
Like I said, I'm gonna take that back.
$3 down after you just saved $40. You intend on spending.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you shouldn't have to pay what you've saved or what you've got compensated for.
Depending on what it's for.
But it's circumstantial, yes. But at the same time,
some of
it definitely needs to be something, bro.
Yeah.
Like, especially if it's not the server's fault.
Well, right. No chance.
If it's not the server's fault and you know for a fact it's not their fault because your food came out messed up or something, and you can look at you can look at the ticket and be like, okay, this person writing this in right, it came out wrong.
But some people look for things that are unpleasable, so it is what it is. That's why
very true.
You have the ones that make up for the other ones, so that's why these days
it's very true.
I give up. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't even bother me anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't really get to me. I mean, sometimes it does. Like,
it'll annoy me.
I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't like get to me in the sense of like rage, but it gets to me like, dang, man, like this is real. Like, why are people doing this? Like, why are they really doing this, man?
Like, I know I'm good at my job too.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I feel like I provide good service.
Definitely every time.
I try to be super nice. I'm attentive. Making sure your food's coming out nice and hot. I'm always like, I always tell everybody when they get their steak, cut it, and I'll make sure it's good.
Definitely.
Check and make sure it's what you want. Because I would want somebody to do the same for me.
I've ever had and
yeah,
$5.
5 on 120.
No,
like,
not how this works.
That's why at most restaurants, if you look at them, you see like 5, 10, 20%. At least tip 20%, dude.
Well,
God.
There's a 15, 18, and 20. Like, that's
typically how it goes.
15's good. Yeah, 20's like, if you have really great service, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to be mad about 20, I guess. I mean, like, but I still kind of am a little butthurt if I gave you great service, Like, and this is another thing that I feel that we might differ on is, like, I feel like if somebody comes in and they get, like, something little and they, they get, like, a whatever and a whatever, and they're just by themselves and they have, like, a little bill. I feel like, if you have, like, a $12 bill, don't throw me $2. Like, I don't want that $2, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
It's not even worth my time. Like, if that's all you're coming in for, don't even tip me, bro.
Right.
Because I'll get you your stuff and then we can just be done.
People, though.
I know.
Like, for the
public. It's crazy, man.
Like,
it's crazy.
I guess I don't care about that because if every single person tipped 20%, I'd make killer money.
Of course.
But the 20
would even itself out.
The 20% have to make up for the 7, 8, 10%.
Oh, yeah, bro.
That's the thing.
2%. I mean, people just don't know what they're doing.
No, it's true. You ain't lying.
It's crazy, bro. But,
it's right there on the bottom of your receipt.
Yeah, like, typically at every single, restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro.
Sure.
But it's been a great episode, man. It's episode 22. Y'all going to be seeing my boy on here frequently. You already know how we do it.
Always.
Getting it all the way together. This is for the record. Together FTR. Make sure to tune in. Anybody who wants to be promoted on this show, hit me up. I had talked to my sponsors. Everybody I had talked to, they got some things going on. So hopefully next episode I'll be letting you all know about them. I'll be promoting them on the show and such. So, yeah, man, I can't thank everybody enough. We hit 1,000 likes.
Nice.
Blessed up. You already know, baby. We trying to keep it right. We got the YouTube up. We got the Twitter. We got the Instagram. The website was supposed to be launched by tomorrow, but due to circumstantial reasons, it's going to be probably another week or so. We got the homepage designed, and we've got a couple other things lined out, but we got to fix some of the codes on stuff and some of the links that are coming with it, and we got to just a couple, technical stuff, nothing big. But once the website is launched, it'll have our first stream, our first line of clothing that will be available along with some designs you've already seen before, and you'll be able to literally get on our website, click on what you want, pay for it right then and there with your card, and it'll ship directly to your house. So you don't have to ask us to ship nothing for you. It'll get straight to your house, and we'll be all the way together, man. So, it's for the record, baby. I really appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed night.